What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. I just got back from the 2026 Arnold Fit Expo, which is the biggest fitness convention in the entire world. And upon getting back, I saw a video that was posted by one of my friends who is an incredibly successful fitness coach. He's been doing this for years. His name is Cody Dial. He's worked with upwards of 2,000 men one on one to help them get into great shape. He's an incredibly successful man with his business because he's poured his life into becoming the best fitness coach that he can possibly be. And this video that I saw by him basically talked about how one of the scams in the fitness industry right now is people hiring a coach without realizing that they're not actually getting coached by the person that they think that they're getting coached by. And so he brought up this story of a guy going to the Arnold Fit Expo and finally getting to meet the guy who he thought was his coach. And when he met up with this guy, the guy looked into his eyes and he didn't even recognize him. He didn't know his name. And the guy who thought that he was getting coached by this guy for months was astounded. And he's like, how in the world is this the case? And when you think about it a little bit further, it's because what this fitness influencer had essentially done was he'd created a fitness coaching business where people signed up for his fitness coaching and then they got delegated off to somebody else. And so they weren't actually getting coached by the fitness influencer, by the person who they thought that they were getting coached by. They were getting coached by a random person under the umbrella of this fitness influencer. The truth is, it happens a lot in today's industry. And it genuinely makes me infuriated thinking about the amount of people that take coaching, something that is supposed to be incredibly sacred, something that is supposed to be incredibly helpful, and they pervert it. And they try to get rich as quick as possible, and they try to work as little as they possibly have to. Guys, I'm going to spoil something for you here real quick. Most people that are fitness coaches are actually just lazy individuals. Like they're genuinely just lazy, self-obsessed people. This is the case with a lot of influencers. And what they do is they decide, hey, I want to start a fitness coaching business because it's a cash grab. I want to get as much money out of this as possible. And I also want to be able to travel the world. And I want to have all this extra free time where I don't even have to work and I pay somebody else. Somebody else does all the work for me. And I just get to make money and I get to post on social media looking like I'm living this extravagant lifestyle. I get to post like I put in work and I'm a disciplined, regimented person, when in reality, I'm scamming all of these other people and collecting a paycheck while screwing over the very audience that I was supposed to be devoted towards helping. You see, guys, content is my passion. Like, I love putting out content. But my fitness coaching business is the way that I monetize that passion. And I try to provide as much free value as I possibly can to you guys. On Instagram, I post upwards of 10 times a day. On Facebook, I post upwards of 10 times per day. I post on YouTube Shorts, and I post on YouTube at least once per day. I give away so much free value because it is my passion. It is ingrained into my mission, into my purpose to help out as many people as possible. And that is exactly what your North Star needs to be if you actually want to be a successful fitness coach and if you actually want to be a good person. Guys, when you are somebody that is lazy, when you are somebody that is trying to get into something just to make as much money as you possibly can and work as little as you possibly have to in order to make a ridiculous amount of money, that coach is going to take advantage of the vessel that they have decided to use to monetize their passion, and they are going to exploit the very audience that they were supposed to help. And it disgusts me because online fitness coaching, it is a method of building a business and monetizing your audience that is so easy to exploit. It's so easy just to take somebody's money and then not even coach them. I have clients that come to me every single month that say, hey, Brandon, do you know this fitness influencer? He's a popular guy. I hired him for fitness coaching. And guess what? After he took my money, I never heard from him again. Or yeah, he would text me once every 2 weeks. He would never update my plans. He would never do anything. He never would get to know me as a person. And this disgusts me because, guys, I love coaching. I have such a passion for it because it is such an art to be able to get to know somebody one-on-one, to be able to get to know what makes them tick, what motivates them, when to push them, when to pull them back, to get to know how their mind works so that you can best possibly guide them on a route to success. It is such a beautiful thing. And with the clients that I work with, I get to legitimately watch them change as people as I give them the next steps to take in their life. Because I try to go deeper than just fitness coaching. And some people, not everybody, is going to have that same approach. Not everybody is going to want to go deeper than, just giving somebody nutrition and training information. But I want to help people in every single aspect of their life. I want to help them out with their relationships, whether it's their relationship with God, whether it's with how they interact with women. I want men to become better. And I want to be able to help them in their life in every area that I can help them with. I want to be able to speak into their life, to guide them along this insane journey that we have as flesh bags living on a rock, flying through space. My goal is to impact them, even if it's just a couple people. I am very blessed because of the fact that I have this massive audience. I've got 100,000+ subscribers on YouTube. Across all of the other platforms, I have around 1 million followers. I'm very blessed to be able to have that audience. And most of the content that I give away, pretty much all of it, is for free. But my coaching is for those who really want to take that next step. The people that say, hey, Brandon's content really resonates with me. Whenever I listen to Brandon's videos, whenever I listen to Brandon speak, whenever Brandon gives me advice through the screen, my life becomes better. That is ultimately the goal of your fitness coaching business. It should be to positively impact as many lives as you possibly can. Don't lose the script. So many people will get caught up with the fast money. So many people will start cutting themselves some slack. Oh, I don't have to check in with my clients today. Oh, it's not that big of a deal. Most people will get away with as much as they possibly can without getting caught. You need to not only hold yourself to a higher moral standard, but you need to surround yourself with other people who hold themselves to a higher moral standard. Guys, the modern man, the average person, has such a little sense of morality. Because of the society we live in where we're just constantly chasing drugs, we're chasing the next thing over and over again, the next dopamine hit, just jumping from one high to the next, people have become so apathetic. They don't see the true beauty in life, and they don't hold themselves to a code of honor, to a certain set of principles. And I think that it is your job as a coach to constantly remind yourself of exactly why you started and exactly who you are trying to help. Because at the end of the day, there are a lot of people out there that can benefit from what you have to say. And that might be the reason why you got into fitness coaching in the first place. And that should be a constant reminder for you that brings you back to why you started. Hey, you are in this to help people. You weren't in this to make a ridiculous amount of money. Sure, it's great to be able to build a fitness coaching business, but it's hard. And you think that as soon as you run into difficult situations, that if your goal is just to make as much money as possible and to work as little as possible, you think that being motivated by those things is going to get you through the tough times in business that are needed in order to actually succeed? When you start failing sales calls, when you post videos that you put so much work into and they get no views, you think that you're going to keep going? You think that you're going to stay consistent? You think that you're going to be doing this 10 years from now? Hell no, you're not. You got into this because you wanted to work as little as possible. You got into this because you're not actually a disciplined person. You're looking to get rich quick. You need to remind yourself of who you're actually there to help. And what I'll tell you is that people can feel your authenticity. People can feel it through the fucking screen. They can feel if you're somebody that actually wants to help people, or if you're somebody that's just there for your own benefit and to collect a quick buck. So what I have to say to you guys who might be interested in being coaches, you might look at my lifestyle, you might look at the videos that I make and think, I really want to do something similar to what Brandon does in the future. Ask yourself this question: how much do I love helping people? How much do I genuinely love it? And would I do it for free? Am I currently doing it for free? Because I did it for free for an incredibly long time, giving away free advice, taking people through free workout routines, offering free hour-long training sessions with me, one-on-one personal training at gyms. I gave it away for free because I love it. I love helping people. I love answering their questions. I love having an answer to everybody's question. I love it when somebody asks me something about fitness, about training, about nutrition, about life, and I just immediately can provide them with so much value. That is what I love to hear. And I had so many incredible interactions at the Arnold Sports Festival this weekend, and it truly just reminds me of why I started in the first place. It can be a daunting thing, taking hundreds and hundreds of photos with a bunch of people you've never met before, but I force myself to go because I know that every single one of those people that walks up to me and says, Brandon, I watch your YouTube videos. Brandon, I listen to your podcast. Brandon, your content has helped me out so much. That gives me life. That gives me life that I then go and I put back into my content. And then the people that ultimately want to work with me, they come further down the funnel and they say, Brandon, I want extra attention. And those are the people that sign up for my fitness coaching. And I pour into them one-on-one. It's funny, I had an onboarding call this morning with one of the clients that signed up for my coaching. And he basically said, I'm surprised you're on this call right now. And I was like, well, what do you mean by that? He's like, well, I'm a successful guy. He's like, you're a very successful guy. I know how big of a following you have on social media. I know how successful your businesses have been. I'm surprised you don't have an employee like running this onboarding call. And I'm like, no, dude, this is how my business works. Like, it's you and me, man. This is where my passion lies. My passion lies in helping you, my friend. It lies in sitting on this call right now and getting to know you as a person so that we can change your physique, that we can change your habits, we can get rid of the procrastination so that we can starve the vices over the next 6 months of working together. That is what makes me passionate. That is why I love fitness coaching. That's where my passion lies. And where your passion should lie too, if you actually want to be successful with this, and if you actually want to have longevity in this business. So hopefully you found this video helpful. Make sure to drop a like down below if you did. Drop a singular thumbs up in the comment section if you watched all the way through to the end of this video, because if you did, you've got an attention span of steel, my friend, and I want to give you props for that. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.